Oh. Is it on now? I should just start. Okay. Just now or? Hello, I am Triller and I own my establishment. It's a very special place. You should come, spend your money, buy drink, play game. It's all free, but for a price, okay? You can win prize every 100 spin free, but just remember, free spin come with lower chance of, prize because it's free, okay? But you'll still have a great time grabbing the handle and watching wheels go ding, 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 ding. And you can stay all night long if you want, as many nights as you want, for as many nights as you have coin for. So just head right on into my establishment. It's called Triller's Totally Not... Is that what it's called? Totally Not a Gambling House or Casino. Okay, bye. Welcome to the Lazy BardCast. I'm David Williams, the current Dungeon Master, and I can independently move my eyebrows.
My name's Kyle Paquin, and I'm playing Talgroff, the Dwarf Paladin. When you... Sorry. It doesn't matter if your beard is black or white, as long as it's super wide.
My name is Josh Yarnell, and I play Orion Goodbarrel, that annoying little halfling bard with way too much power for his age.
I'm Kyle Dell, and I am reprising Captain Korvac the Undying, the Yitin.
Also Gideon.
I'm also Kyle Dell, and I'm playing Gideon the Human Artificer.
Forget
Let's
the
be
accent.
real. Hey, he's getting thrown away.
I'm playing two characters this session.
My name's Sean Luke. I'm playing Maven the Monolith Wolderbeard. Dwarven Cleric.
If you like what you hear, be sure to look us up at the Lazy BardCast, where things are found. Previously...
You for sure have to cut that in there.
Yeah, oh, totally.
Oh, man. Yes.
After making your way into the Dwarven ruins, you eventually alerted a Spider Queen by means of a mirror of communication of some sorts. Making your way down the lazy river without any issue at all, you landed at a small outpost on the edge of a large waterfall. And opening the doorway, you saw in front of you the city of Skullport, your quarry, as it were. This is where Korvac awoke, and where we pick up for tonight. So Gideon, Maven, Talgroff, and Orion. We pick up with all of you guys making your way down the comically large Lord of the Rings styled staircase down the side of this cavern that I'm not going to make any of you roll for because that'd take entirely too long. The road begins to turn to cobblestone as you approach the gates of the town, and in front of you, you can see two dragonborn guards standing watch.
I got this, you guys.
I say hello in Draconic.
Gideon, you yell out hello, and hold. What's your business in Skullport?
We have a package. Do you speak common?
He responds in common. For who?
For a red bugbear. I don't have a name. It's from, and I kind of turn to the rest of the guys and go, "No, I'm not so sure if we should be delivering this thing to these guys."
Very well. Mr. Cormac's going to want to see you before you're allowed in the city walls, though.
Mr. Cormac, you said?
Yes, the sheriff.
All right.
Come closer. Keep your weapons sheathed.
And no offense, guards, but you're sort of the first person we've met in a long time that hasn't just pretty much wanted to kill us from the outset here. So.
That's true.
Lots of travelers say that. Any motions to the other dragonborn who makes his way into the city, at which you can see the city behind is a multi-tiered city. And in the very center, you can see in strange lights. You've never seen anything like it before. To us as players, we recognize it as neon. You see in these flickering lights, Triller's Not a Gambling House or Casino in big neon lights. And then you see a smaller sign underneath it that says now including kids.
I think I can go in there, you guys.
Sorry, now 4 kids. And you can see this whole city appears to be built around this large building in the center of town. And this guard makes his way off, and a few minutes later he comes back. And behind him you see what looks like a large turtle. He appears to be a sea turtle of sorts, green-skinned, webbed feet, and you can see that there's a double-barreled long weapon at his side. And he walks up to all of you and... Well, it's a pleasure. My name's Hank. Hank Cormac. People around here know me as the judge.
Sheriff Hank the Judge Cormac, it's nice to meet you. My name is Orion Goodbarrel from Waterdeep.
Introductions can wait. You mind coming to my home for a few questions? Most people who travel through here have nefarious reasons to do so, and since I've been established in this town, I've turned its reputation around.
Do you have ale in that town?
In the town we do, yeah.
All right, cool, great, let's go.
He starts walking through the city a little bit, and you guys are following. He's pretty slow, but he's making his way. Skullport is... Well, it's been around for quite some time. What do you all know about this place? Why are you here?
We know that this whole area sucks.
Yep.
That's about it.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking for, like, dwarves down here, and we've got a beef with, like, squid people, and
We're also looking for a shield.
we're trying to find the shield.
How many times am I going to say
I
this
just
to someone?
woke up a couple of days ago, to be honest.
And I think we have something to deliver to a bugbear in here, but
this
I haven't
is-
seen any bugbears yet.
A lot of information. Look,
You asked.
good, we're at my house. He opens the door and goes inside. You can see that his house is probably the sheriff's station. You can see there's a small holding cell in the back. And you see another turtle woman who appears to be pretty old making some tea behind in a kitchen area. Well, make yourselves at home.
I take off my shoes immediately.
I have a few questions for all of you, and then we'll be on our way. You seem like nice enough folk. Martha, you mind bringing us some tea? She grabs the teapot and starts pouring out enough tea for everybody. Well, just a few questions, and y'all be on your way, all right?
All right, hit us, Sheriff.
Well, first off, what brings you to the shell hole?
I see how you got your title.
You couldn't resist, could you?
Nope.
Oh my god.
You said you have some kind of beef with squid people,
Yep.
shield,
Yep.
so you're searching for something.
And there's like a casino thing. I want to check that out.
We're searching for several things.
Well, Martha, what do you think about them searching for things? Well, they ain't gonna find it. No one else does. She comes and brings down a set of tea for all of you, and
Have you heard of other people looking for the shield?
well, it's been a few years since anyone came down here searching for anything. A few more questions. We followed?
Yeah, probably. Lots of spiders. Lots and lots of spiders.
Well, that's not good. Anything else?
We killed about 20 drow before we came here.
Have you seen a creature with arachnid-like parts and humanoid-like parts?
Seen,
before?
no, but I know which parts of this place to avoid. Look, you've all been straightforward and honest, so I will too. These drow you've encountered, well, I don't know much about them, but I know to stay out of their way. If you've brought them here, we're going to have some trouble, but not between us two. I expect the four of you to barricade up with us. It seems the least you can do for bringing them down upon us if they are to come.
Yeah, sure. We'll help.
Yeah, we could do that. You just said you know this place well. Do you have a map?
Nope, no
Well,
map, but let me tell you something. This place, what it does is it destroys and it kills people searching for things.
What?
If I was you, just turn on back. Forget about whatever it is you needed here.
Well, we collapsed the way back, so we're only going forward.
Sorry to hear that.
Well, I certainly think we need that drink. What do you say, Maven?
Yeah, can you make this tea dwarven?
Yeah.
Nope,
Have a
but
good dwarven tea.
you can find ale just about every corner in this town. Shouldn't be hard to find.
Anything a little stronger? Only really drink scrumple.
It's all terrible. There's a reason I drink tea. Everything down here is awful, but what me and Martha scrapped together for this tea, somewhat worthwhile.
One quick question, and I think a part of us are all wondering about. Triller, is he here?
You see, he kind of gets this angry expression on his face, and Martha speaks up. Now, don't get my husband started about no Triller, okay? He's a nice enough man, okay? But he's a swindler and a thief. If he comes anywhere near you, asking any sort of offers, telling you he'll sell you something at a good price, tell him where he can shove it.
I didn't know Triller talked.
Yeah, he usually just kind of
Stumps around.
squeaks and points at things.
You're talking about his simulacrums. They're strange little tree creatures. I'm not sure how it works. Triller's a man. He's a human like any other. You'll find him in the center of town at his place of business. You see, he wanted to start a casino, and I told him I wasn't really feeling that, and I told him no casinos or gambling houses of any kind. Anyway.
So interesting. I never would have thought of simulacrums. As I kind of start mumbling to myself about that.
I don't know what that is.
Well, look, if you all
Me neither.
stick around for a day or two, make sure that these drow don't come. Happy to point you in a direction if you are intent on to continue your search, though I must suggest that you think otherwise.
We're experienced travelers.
I've heard that many times, young man. Town's yours. Don't make any trouble. We'll be fine.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Are the people here generally nice?
No,
Look, we're not nice either. Let's just
they
go.
are about as sour as the rest
Okay,
of this place, only
I'll be not nice.
they won't try and openly kill you.
That's nicer than anything else down
Yeah,
here.
that's really a relief.
Mr. Goodbarrel,
Yeah.
you mind if I have a word?
Okay. Don't go too far, you guys.
We'll be right outside.
I might have to.
Give him the Clifford.
We'll be outside if you need us.
Mr. Goodbarrel, I see that you are a music practitioner such as myself.
Oh, what do you play?
Well, I play an assortment of instruments, but most recently I've been reading an interesting tale.
Okay.
He slides a book off of his shelf, and he starts flipping through it, and you recognize the writing inside of the book.
Called it.
Well, Triller's put together quite a tale of all of you making their way through Undermountain, and I must say I'm rather impressed. I have one question, though, that kind of rounds out your character in this story. Where'd you get such a loot? I recognize it.
You recognize this?
From somewhere, but
Well, it was a gift from my father who said it was from his father. Can I look at that book?
you're welcome to. You may also buy a copy at said terrible establishment up on the hill. And he hands over the book to you.
Does it say like Pulitzer Prize winner or bestseller on the
Nope,
back?
it does not.
Dang, not yet. I'll flip through.
The title on the
It
front
says one
page
of two copies.
is work in progress.
It says also on Audible.
It has the award on the back that says Best of Wow of Drow.
And then flipping just through some of the pages, are there like, is it my entries or are there other
word
entries?
for word.
Oh my gosh.
On the inside cover, you do see not an exact transcript,
Oh my gosh.
and it definitely is.
Okay. Well, thanks for showing that to me.
That loot, though, I believe I recognize it from somewhere. I think I've seen pictures. There's a show going on at Triller's Not a Casino right now. What's the name of it? Someone, the legendary, Leo, the legendary.
I'll give you my review. I think that I'd really like to check that out.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Judge. Judge Sheriff.
He flaps a flipper towards the door, motioning you out.
Huh. I leave confused, and when I walk outside, when you guys see me, I'll just say, so he bought a copy of my journal published from Triller, where there's a show tonight where I think my dad's performing.
What?
I don't know.
Your dad's down here?
I didn't think so.
When was the last time you saw him?
The night I left, the night before we left,
When was that?
like 4 days ago or something. I don't know.
All
Dungeon
I know is
Master?
if he made it by himself all the way down here, then he's probably a pretty strong guy. Probably could use him.
Do you guys mind going to the casino and looking at the show?
Oh, after he's talking about that, that's all I can think
Do I
about.
want to go to a casino? Maybe. Do I want to see a show? What's it about?
I don't know. Well,
That seemed like two maybes. All of you talking about this, though, you can see the people around you now being aware of what's going on. You see a few people standing with these copies of work in progress, and someone kind of pointing your direction, recognizing your description from the pages. Just some standard-bys, random citizens of this town.
you guys, I think people know about us down here.
Play it up. Maybe we can get free drinks.
We could use that to our advantage.
Yeah, we definitely need to find some scrumple somewhere.
You know what? That drink is disgusting. That drink is for people who are like, look at me, I like scrumple. It's gross. You know what it's made out of?
It's an acquired taste.
No, it's not. It tastes like ram's piss.
You know, I've had ram's piss before. Not on purpose, but it's not the same. It's close, but it's not the same.
Shall we be going?
Sorry.
I'm all of a sudden not
yeah.
thirsty talking about ram's piss.
You know, yeah, that's true. We should probably
Guys,
head
the casino's this way.
And you guys start making your way through the town, winding your way, directed by the blinking and static sound of this large, strange light that says Triller's not a casino or gambling house overhead.
I just give like really awkward smiles to everyone who like catches my eye.
Yeah, you, as you're walking
man.
through, a few people look over at all of you and, I'm not a pirate! They yell in really crappy pirate
I say immediately,
accents.
I say, you better not be.
And then the only other thing I'm doing as we're walking is I have now gripped my loot tight and I'm not letting it out of my hands.
Sure. But you guys are all making your way through. You see a few people, Tallgroff, that have like obviously really poorly painted silver markings around their eyes. It's very obvious that this is probably one of the few things the people here have encountered that's new in any sort of recent period of time, and they're all just latching onto it.
Should live it up, Orion.
It's kind of making me uncomfortable a little bit.
Talgroff, weren't you looking for something from Triller? This might be the place to find it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I'm certainly going to have words with him, that's for sure.
So you guys make your way in the direction of the casino. Korvac, you're flip-flopping characters tonight.
Oh, man.
Up in the room with Triller, this very normal-looking human, aside from his black and white tracksuit. I'm so happy you're alive. This is crazy that you get dropped off here. They say, oh, he'll pay extra for his room because he famous guy in the cool book. And then,
Well, you said I'm famous.
well, yeah, everyone know who you are because of new story. We make a deal with Ook. He write book about you guys. It's so cool.
Is Ook here?
Well, no, I haven't.
Is he the one that dropped me off? Did he take my leg as I dramatically reveal it from the sheet?
You remove your sheet and, well, to be honest with you, I have no idea what happened between you die and heroic death, get stabbed so many times, and then you show up here and you have no leg and this cool thing there, though, that's all flashy purple, and then you have cool wooden leg and you're like, really not a pirate. At this point, he's like spilled the drink on the tray while he's talking with his hands holding this tray of food.
There is a lot that just happened right there. First and foremost, I want my leg back.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't know where it is, man. Like, it could be literally anywhere. This is a big place, you know? I just got run casino.
We start with it.
Oh, sorry. No, I run the not a casino.
You-
The sheriff
you
was very
just-
clear.
Shit. Where am I?
Well, you in Skullport inside Triller's not a casino or gambling house.
Did I have anything on me?
How was being dead? Oh, did you have thing on you?
Wait, I guess I did. I die?
I mean,
Oh,
I
dog.
think maybe not. It's possible. No, I was not there. I just read the book, have good time, have a little wine with cigarette while read the book.
Do you have a copy of said book?
Yeah, I mean, I can sell you a copy, no problem.
I will not buy it,
Oh,
but I
well,
will take it
They
if you
only
give
for
it to
sale.
me.
I do not have one on me, but you can find in gift shop. You find anything down there.
Do I have my hat?
It's probably on like a side table, but yeah.
I gotta reach up, and then I find my hat and grab it and put it back on. Okay.
It just like out of book.
Right. As I'm gonna go to stand up.
Oh, let me help with wood. And he goes over and he grabs your leg and puts it up to the side. You try to stand?
I would love to stand. I do things on my own accord, not because you told me to.
As your leg gets close to this wooden post, it almost snaps into place, and you watch as that purple energy that was swirling stops. And now your leg is just attached. It just looks like there's a piece of metal there, but you don't see any of that arcane energy. Man, you like a natural. You're gonna have to add this to the book. Or I guess next time I'll see Ook, he usually figures it out. He knows everything that
Does
goes
he
on.
come here often?
No, he almost never come here, but when he does, you know...
More on that later. If he does come by, I would love to have a word with him. And I'm gonna just go in the direction that I assume is the way out.
Sure. Yeah, you head out the door and you step out and you see a long stretch of hallway with a number of doors on either side. It looks like a big hotel. You start making your way through and you find what looks like a janky elevator, like a cranked elevator.
I gotta rub my chest where my wound is.
Your leg is like pulsing. Your chest, you can feel it thumping. You're definitely bleeding through kind of the rags that you have on. But you make your way through this stretch of hallway and find what looks like this cranked elevator where there's a worker standing there. And may I assist you getting to the
all
floor?
the different materials, they had to pick wood of all. They couldn't have picked metal for my leg or something. Hello. Is this the way out?
Yeah, if you're looking to leave, I can send you to the lobby.
Yes, please.
Okay, let's just step in.
Is it a joke? Are you trying to say step in because I've only got... Never mind.
Oh, I get it. That's funny, sir.
I'll take another moment and then step in.
Okay. You step in and he slides a janky metal door shut. And you see him go over to a crank and straining with like all of his weight, trying to slowly push the elevator down. You see this guy like as the elevator starts to this grind as it's going down. Eventually the elevator stops and you see all around you these like tall, weird-looking machines that there's all these people sitting in front of in small chairs. A lot of them are smoking cigarettes. You see waitresses walking throughout the room here, waiters and waitresses walking throughout, selling drinks and cigarettes and various goods that you would have at a place like this. And what you do notice of all the people here is probably about 50% of them or so have wooden appendages of some sort in this room. But you can see that they're all standing in front of machines that read free spin for every 100 plays, things like that throughout them. And you also see a small area that has like caution tape around it and says under construction.
As I walk past some of the people doing whatever it is they're doing to these strange machines, I want to go up to one. Oh man, what is this thing? It seems like something's fitting. And as I'm talking, I want to try to just take one coin.
Sure. Make a perception check as you're walking through here.
7 for a total of 4.
Okay. As you're walking through here,
I forgot.
you don't see anybody that is winning. You see a lot of very miserable people. And as they pull this large lever on the side, these like card pieces kind of clunk into place. And you see various items across the cards. You see swords, shields, herbs, all sorts of things, very similar to what you had seen in Triller's cart. The rest of you, as you step up to the entrance of Triller's Casino, looking inside, you see a very familiar face looking around, confused, a wooden leg below his knee, as you all see Korvac standing in the lobby of this not a casino.
Do you guys see him?
That looks like a convey, though.
Maven's not going to answer them. He's going to walk up to Korvac and immediately get in his face and look into his eyes.
Yeah, Korvac, as you're standing there, you see Orion, Tallgroff, Maven, and some guy you don't recognize all walking into the hotel.
I imagine that my gaze is just kind of everywhere, and as I feel the presence come up to me, I just feel like, my name is Maven?
You changed your name?
That must not be him.
Maven's going to like expecting the worst and like get in his face and kind of look over his eyes really quick.
Sure, make a perception check.
You notice 0 brain.
16.
16. You don't notice any sort of swelling, anything along those natures. You see very tired eyes. Korvac, you do have 3 levels of exhaustion, just so you know. You see a bloody wound on his shirt where he was stabbed by Click. You recognize the spot, the multiple stabbings. And where his leg was is now this wooden stump with a steel bolt-looking appendage attaching it. Korvac, while you don't recognize the 4th member, you feel a strange connection.
As I'm looking over Korvac, I'll just actually look at him and like into his eyes, be like, I watched you die.
I felt dead. I'm not really sure what happened. Some man upstairs told me that I had died and then was delivered by something. Said that he knew that guy. I would love to find him. I feel like he's got my leg as I gesture down at my wooden peg.
Now, you're not gonna explode, are you? I thought we had this conversation.
His eyes are fine.
This is weird.
Also, how'd you beat us here?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Our captain never reveals his secrets.
You ran down into the pit, and you just got slaughtered. Just totally slaughtered in there.
Yeah, he worked you over.
It was horrible.
And when we left, you still had your leg.
I mean to get that back.
Didn't we bury him?
I think we leaned you up against your sword.
Yeah, I leaned you up against your sword, which someone else has, by the way, now.
Somebody's got my sword.
Yeah, don't worry,
Yeah.
I cursed it, though.
That you kissed my sword.
Yeah.
Somebody has my sword that you have kissed. Where do you have it now?
No, I don't, but you can never hold it again.
Korvac, you see this 4th figure standing expectantly as if he's expecting an
I
introduction.
can't wait for this to happen. This is going to be like the intro you just did where you're saying both parts.
Oh, man. Who's that guy? Did you guys replace me?
He just kind of showed up. This is Mr. Gideon. Mr. Gideon, this is Mr.
Captain.
My name is Korvac. Is this your friend that you were telling me about? You guys were talking about me. I mean, they said a little bit about you, yes. I heard you died. I heard I died too. Sure enough, I'm not dead. Captain Korvac, the Undying. I like the sound of that. You've got a friend who died, who is no longer dead. People seem to explode around you. Somebody seems to be watching you guys. Do you guys ever find answers?
Well, I have one answer so far, and that's that Ook took my book
In my leg.
and comes around here to sell stories, and we need to find that stupid goblin.
Orion, a sign catches your eye. It's a wall of heroes. You see a number of old pictures mixed in with new ones across the bottom of various people who have posted their own picture on this wall. And you follow the gaze of it back to the entryway where you were so excited seeing Korvac. You missed this glass display case where they seem to, right at the entrance of this not a casino, display their most valuable possessions. Signed autographs, if you will, and guitars, where you imagine things like that might go. And
We're in the
inside,
Hard Rock Cafe.
you see pictures of Durnan and Lady Laurel Silverhand, who were posed on top of enormous creatures, and you see dragons and beholders and all sorts of crazy things you've heard about, you've heard your dad sing about. And then in the last photo, you see standing on top of a beholder, holding a familiar lute, next to Durnan and Lady Silverhand, your dad with a big grin on his face as he's standing in the picture.
You guys, look at this. That's my dad. Look, he's on top of the eyeball. Look, see, this is my loot. See?
You like run up and slam your face against the glass, Orion, and you can see there's a small like brass plaque inside, and it describes how the original adventurers into Undermountain, they slew this beholder in the place that is now Skullport, establishing Skullport as the city, killing this beholder, taking over its lair, and beginning to build up a city here. Continuing to read down the plaque, you read, after many, many years of successful adventuring, the heroic Leo, the one who now has an ongoing production in his name running at the casino, fell at the hands of an illithid decades ago.
What? His dad? This is really weird. So,
Well, yeah, I mean, we're just seeing Korvac.
yeah, and apparently, like, I don't know, look at this photo. Like, my dad used to travel with Durnan and Lady Silverhand, and look, they killed that beholder thing to help make the city here, and it says right here that he died to one of those squids. And I mean, he didn't, you know, cuz I'm here.
Wait, did you guys ever find that squid, man?
No.
Oh. And there's a show about him here.
Well, that's really confusing, but I'm still sort of caught up with Korvac's alive.
It seems like this show might actually answer some of everyone's questions.
I suppose that makes sense, Gideon, but it's good to see you, Korvac. I don't know what to say. Sorry you died. Or not.
I killed all those goblins that were around you, at least.
Yeah, we totally blunted the crap out of them.
None of them got away.
Smacked the hell out of them.
I expect nothing less from my crew. I am still the captain. As I look over here, right, as I tip my hat, it's a little worn, but
It's good to see you, Cora.
Maven's gonna wave to the waitress for an ale.
Sir, what can I get
Give
for
me a
you?
lot of ales. Fast.
Sure, do you have money? Are you
Yeah.
playing a game?
No.
A few minutes go by and the waitress comes back with what looks like a bucket of ice on a small, like, dolly, pushes it up, and there appears to be a keg inside. She brought you a kegerator and
Great.
some glasses.
Do you have any scrumple?
We do, actually.
Good. Fuck off. I don't want it.
That'll be 2 platinum for drinks.
Do you take Electrum here?
We do, actually. It's actually more useful here.
All right, let's stop talking. Everyone drink up, and then we can keep discussing this.
Oh boy, I need it. By the silver flame.
Me too. Sure thing. Big old cup.
So,
They said don't ask for the
Cup
scrumple or
of
they're
beer.
kicking you out. I asked.
and now taking in the room around you, all of you see the various denizens with arms and legs, appendages that have been replaced with what looks like wood and amalgamated forms of steel, and everyone in here, that's the one similar aspect to all of them, aside from the staff that appears to be working this building.
I say we drink this and then we go watch the play. All of it.
All of the play or all of the beer?
Beer.
Here's to that.
Those of you who would like can consume as much of this as you would like and get compensated fairly.
I would like to have one drink, please.
PG-13. Is that what that was?
Yeah, sure.
I'll take a glass of beer too.
I think I'm going to pass on that.
Gideon, if you could please make me a perception check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Gideon, if you could please step into the other room with me momentarily. As you're all standing around having the various beverages that you would like to consume, you see a very eccentric looking man making his way down the hallway. The black and white tracksuit that he's wearing as he's approaching all of you, and he looks around. Oh my God, I find you. You go run away. Do you go to hide? Oh, he turns to all you guys, obviously recognizing you. You made it. You all make it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Look, I read all about you in your book. My name, allow me to introduce, Triller. I own establishment. I think you all bought things from me. My simulacrum, they come back and they tell me how good customer all of you are. And
Oh, question on that then. Do you keep everything here and you just send them out with that, or how does that work?
well, it is complicated. You see, I have signed various NDAs that prevent me from releasing such information, but look, maybe we can do business and eventually you get involved in their contractual obligation. Do not mind that. Waitress pickup. Okay, they take care of. Can I get you anything?
Can you give us some tickets for the show?
Yeah, definitely. If you go to booth, I'm sure she'll give you a very good price. I'll be sure to get you VIP seats.
Great. I'll tell her that you're giving us tickets to the VIP section when we get there.
Is there anything else I can help any of you with?
So, Mr. Triller, well, you're much taller than those wood guys.
Yeah, I'm not made of wood. Wood is easy to manipulate, and it's pretty cheap, you know.
Are you the ones that have been putting on all the different limbs around as I gesture?
Well, no, you see, like, your friend here, and he motions to Korvac.
Korvac is very much covering his face.
Yeah.
Quite obviously trying to hide
many
himself.
people with strange limbs show up on doorstep. I'm not really sure where they come from, but they show up sometimes, and you know, I really feel like they're indebted to me, and so I let them stay here for price of work, and then they get to work. Well, they get to have fun on various machines. He points around to the room where you can see all these miserable people kind of mindlessly pulling the levers on these, not a lottery machine.
Do you know how to find things?
Well, that depends what it is you look for, you know? Maybe.
Well, there's certainly something that one of your little tree friends I wanted.
Okay, well, if you want that, I mean, your best bet is to go play at one of not a slot machine. Just keep pulling. I guarantee you it'd show up. Every 100 spin, you get one free.
It seems like it would be easier just to deal direct with you. I don't
I
have
mean,
to pull
you
any
would
levers
think,
with
but again, there are obligations I hold that I cannot discuss, or whole business fall apart. It is sensitive thing, you know?
Well, I kind of actually, about one of your contracts, Sheriff Cormac told me that you made a contract with that little goblin fellow, and I noticed that, you know, a lot of people are reading this book and they're all saying that they bought it from you.
Oh, yeah,
and
you talk about Ook Goblin Man. Yeah, he makes
He's
great
in
contract. He I have up an office. He bring it to you guys. He have everyone sign. I have all signature to sell books.
Well, now that's where you're wrong.
About what?
We didn't sign nothing.
Didn't sign anything.
Well, I have a signature.
Maybe we should see what you're talking about.
I mean, you can see, but you cannot touch, you know?
Yeah, let's do that. What
Okay,
do you-
I think I owe royalty, actually. I think Ook agreed on 0.5%.
How much
I
gold
would
is that?
very much like to find this guy.
Well, are you expecting him to come back to collect that? Because
Well,
either
Uka-
those are our earnings or we need to find that little green guy.
Well, I mean, if you have problem, definitely find him, you know? I do not like trouble, do not like getting involved in trouble. I'm legitimate businessman.
Can I inside him on that?
You know, you don't have to roll insight.
You can tell by his tracksuit is full of crap.
Legitimate might as well be in quotation marks.
Okay, sure.
You guys like hero around here. I'm sure you see everyone in town all dress up like you. They say thing that you say. It's so cool, right? You like real hero.
Yeah, but I'm just afraid that, like, someone's gonna be, like, flipping through and they're gonna get to one of my songs and they're not gonna know exactly how the melody goes because, I was still working on it and now it's out there for everybody. And
Well, as creative director, you have to understand that sometimes your creation get taken to a whole new level by new person, you know? They read, they get their own inspiration, they make their own song, and it may be not cooler, but it's so cool, you know? Like, they use your beat, they use your melody. What you do, Orion, is very inspiring to everyone. I'm a big fan.
It
Well,
kind
that's
of
good
sounds
to
like
hear.
plagiarism. Always going to say that.
Well, it
Yeah.
would be if I did not have signature, which again we can go look at if you like.
Yeah, let's go do that.
well, I know it's not my signature.
I'd like to
so-
have a few words about it.
We all have a good time in my office, okay? You can feed my fish.
Your feet?
My fish.
Oh, that makes more sense.
I say that with like a weird Brooklyn accent?
Can we take our keg?
Yeah.
Great, let's go.
You pay for it, right?
Yeah, I paid
Okay,
for it.
cool. Yeah.
Shouldn't have to. We're
Is
the
there
heroes of the
someone,
series.
like a doctor around somewhere?
Well, best you get, you know, maybe the sheriff wife know how to stitch people up.
So if somebody was hurt, say missing a limb, that's who they'd go to?
Kind of looks around things. Yeah, I mean, maybe I go there.
Well, it appears that you guys have other business to attend to, and I actually have something that has come up.
Should I save seat for play? You would really like it. It is top of line from Skullport High.
Rain check that. I'm going to go back to the sheriff, I believe is what he was, and I have some questions. But we may meet up later.
Do you want to play on your way out? It's good games.
Gideon walks away.
Okay, that's fair.
Boy, get in.
I feel like that was very final. Yeah, like maybe we don't see him for a long time.
He's kind of a strange fellow.
I mean, there's probably, one inn in this town. We might see him there.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we see. Well, okay, to my office, okay? Let us go. And Triller leads all of you through the not a casino to the small metal elevator. And you all load into this very small elevator, and it starts going up much more smoothly than the last time you came on. As you're brought all the way up to what you imagine is probably the top of this building. The doors open up, and you can see a still fairly seedy but nicer than the rest of this casino room in front of you. You see various fish tanks around you, a nice looking desk made of like oak. You can see the places on the desk where he's put his hands for hours upon hours going through paperwork. And he sits down at his desk. There are no chairs in the rest of this room. You are all left to stand. After a few minutes, he pulls out a pile of papers as well as a little bit of fish food. Would anyone like to feed my fish?
Yeah, over here.
Okay,
And
have fun, little guy.
My face is like pressed against the glass, and I'm just like tapping on it furiously.
Yeah, looking inside, you can see like one goldfish swimming around very dirty water. You pour in a little bit of food.
Throw some food in.
The rest of you, he hands out a small attached piece of paper. If you read through, you see official contract, written professional, all your signature on the back page.
I read it.
Yeah, you read through and it's just like a very vague, overly worded contract that basically just allows the sale of a book about all of you, written by Orion, and at the last page, written in very horribly, obviously goblin writing, are the signatures of all of you.
Telegraph will hand it to Orion and say, I think you know what to do with this.
I'll crumble it up and I'll put it in my bag.
It is good thing, not original.
I'm just curious then, did it say that like you have rights on all future writings too that go in the book, or just like what you were just given?
Well, it is your story, right? I mean, I owe royalty.
How much in royalty?
Well,
say
I think
from
at this
behind
point,
Nathan's
with your 0.5% royalty charge, I owe at least 5 electrum, but I have to check.
Yeah.
Look, okay,
sure.
you take your 5 electrum.
Okay.
You go to good play. You have good time. Everybody happy. Everybody win. Yes.
We'll think about this and the contract thing, I suppose, while we watch the play.
Okay. Yeah, maybe get my mind off it a little bit. That will be good.
I very much would like to find this Uke guy.
Yeah, me too.
If you find him, can you tell him I look for him too?
No.
We'll probably kill him.
Same old Maven, as I remember.
Maven's going to move his hands around a bit, and he's going to cast Locate Object,
Okay.
and he's going to try for the Holy Avenger.
Okay. You don't sense it.
It's like under his desk.
It's in a drawer.
You see a glow under the desk against his legs. No. Are you going to start new story, Orion? New book? If you do, I'd be interested in paying.
As your captain, I say you do not have to answer that.
You definitely don't have to answer.
It seems weird.
Plagiar.
Oh my god, plagiarism.
I've only got one leg. Give me a break.
It seems like you can still walk pretty good with that peg leg there.
What peg leg? As I look very obviously trying to not look at it.
You know, I know it's sad losing a limb, but denying it's not going to help any.
All I know, Mr. Tallgrass, is that when I find Duke, I will get my leg back.
Yeah, me too. I'm taking his. I didn't lose anything, but I'm taking it from him.
I will get my leg back.
I don't think Ook had your leg. We probably would have been able to find that.
Mr. Tallgrass, I think I've got it under control.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
That does it for this episode, Down in the Dungeon of the Wacky Wizard. If you haven't yet, please take the time to give us a like, comment, rating, or review, as we do enjoy hearing feedback from our listeners. And make sure you subscribe to keep up to date with future releases. We'd like to thank everyone who has supported us this far, especially to our first couple patrons on Patreon, who will be receiving one of our logo stickers as a tier reward. If you would like a sticker, mug, t-shirt, notes on Kyle's homebrew mesmer class, or to just show your support, head on over to patreon.com/thelazybardcast. So tune in next time for our Season 1 finale, available July 21st. And then for some fun one-shots while we take a little break from our main campaign. So thanks again from all of us here at the Lazy BardCast, and we'll see you next time.
Do I know as a cleric if I can grow limbs back with healing?
You would know as a cleric that divine magic generally can't regrow limbs without incredibly high powers of magic. And as a dungeon master, I'd have to look into it.
There's a high level spell called like regenerate.
As a very experienced dungeon master, I know there's a high level spell called regenerate that can allow such a thing, but again, it is very high level.
It's an 8th level spell.
Okay.
It's called plagiarism.
It's an 8th level spell.
The more you know.
It might be 6th. I don't know.
Just chop it up, make me look smart.